Right, Cura team, welcome back. You've just seen a sort of a brief overview of how I got to where I got to. Where have I got to? Well, that, as you can see from this particular radar tower, is Nogovo Air Base. But we're down at the coastal side this time. I came from Visico, as you recall, out to that little industrial place. And then there's power lines which brings you down towards the coast. I came to Nogovo further south than I actually intended. I wanted to hit more just up the other side of this road, but I didn't do that. Not quite sure why. When I get a map, I'll have a closer look. But I was just doing it by my own navigational skills or lack thereof. So we came down this way, and we want to go to Nogovo. I want to start at the bottom this time. Start down at the tents, and see how we do down at the tents first before I even think about going further up. We obviously are short of food now as well. We picked up a water bottle. We picked up a Vega, which is pretty good because there'll probably be a lot of shotgun shells down here, so we can probably load ourselves up with a Vega, which is a fairly handy wolf killer, as you know, in close range. So yeah, so we've come down here. I want better clothes. I'd like a better bag. I'd like a better hat. The boots are okay, gloves are okay. I'd like a balaclava. I'd like either some shells for my Savannah 308s or a better rifle. I'll take an SD5 if there's one fully kitted. I'll see what we go with that. And I'd like to kit up the Vega. If there was a drum mag down here, that would be awesome. But I don't think there will be one. So that's what we'll be doing next, is heading out to do Nogovo Air Base. Okay? What I need to do, however, is sort a few things out in the real world, because, you know, it's only Christmas time from where I am. I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but there's things to do. So, after I've done all that, we'll sort out going down to the airbase, and hopefully this time we'll get killed, eh? I'll see you soon. Right, well, here we are, team. Yeah, I got out of that with nearly nothing I wanted, except perhaps my life. We did get the drum mag for the Vega, though, which is pretty good, getting the drum mag. Pardon the loud crows, but there you go. Yeah, so we got the drum mag for the Vega. Now, there was some KASs down there, which I don't particularly like as a weapon, so I don't generally pick those up. And I did say I would consider an SGK, and there was one down there, but it was badly damaged. And I kind of prefer this Savannah in Warren if I could just get some ammo. I just haven't got any ammo. I suppose I did get a vest and I did get a bag, so that's a something. So I got a vest, I got a bag. I wanted some OMK pants, I didn't get OMK pants. I wanted some 308 rounds, I did not get 308 rounds. But there you go. It's, as I've said before with this, incremental gains, incremental gains, incremental gains, and we didn't get any food, you know, which would have been nice. It would have been nice to pick up some food, but we didn't pick up any food. So we're traveling light. We've only got 3 shotgun rounds as it stands right now, which probably won't save us from wolves very, very much. but where we're gonna go next should be a bit better. So we're gonna warm up in these trees here, and then we're gonna head out of Nogovo. And I'd show you on a map, but I haven't got a map. Don't have a map. So we're gonna head out of Nogovo, and we're gonna head up that way. And if you head up the hill or up the valley that way towards Geothermal, you go to Yasnaya Polyana, and there's a military base up on the hill. So I want to go and do that military base on the hill, which may have maybe some 308s, might have some OMK pants, OMK jacket, might have better knife, etc. Yeah, we're low on food, which is a problem. I do know I'm heading inland and I don't have food. We might just have to hope that we pick up some food along the way. And then once we do that military at Yasnaya Polyana, if we survive that, it's straight down to Geothermal in a new Geothermal military area, and see how we go from there. So that's sort of the situation for now. So we got through, didn't see sign or tail of people, which is no guarantee of anything. It's kind of, the server being this time of year that is, the server numbers kind of up and down a bit all over the place. There's an elephant bird? What was that? So yeah, I don't know, hard to say. What we probably want to do though is we might even, because we got no water either, we might have to stop over at Goryachevo. There's water at Goryachevo. So that's a bit of faff around Geothermal, which I'm not super happy about. Oh, there's another water source I can go to, which will be on our way out of Geothermal. We'll just need to be very careful, and we will need to see how we go, because we are, yeah, if there's going to be activity, there's going to be a lot of activity out around Geothermal, I would suspect. And of course military bases are military bases. So here's this little industrial area just outside Nogovo. It's a bit open to get to it, but we kind of need to get to there. And on the other side of there is the little frozen lake with the frozen lake cabins and things, and the downed helicopter, which may also be good. So we're going to do that next. Oh look, there's Santa. I heard a Santa crash. So there's the sleigh. This could be dicey, but pretty sure we gotta do it, right? I heard him when I was at Nogovo, but I couldn't see him. You can see the blue light much better at night, to be fair. So it's pretty dicey, isn't it? Right out in the open. Right out in the open. And you've obviously got the Santa infected to deal with, which is always fun. But let's see what we can find out here. There's a dead reindeer. Oh, that's absolutely not what I wanted to do. Maybe you can't still kill them with a hatchet. Sorry, Santa, it's you or me. I don't have much capacity, so I'm going to see what we've got. Very little that I want. Awesome. Fireworks. Anything else around here? Balaclava. Take that. What's that? bag. What else we got? Helmet. Big tent. Thank you. Don't need a big tent. Gloves. Got gloves. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm gonna need some reindeer though. This is a nice touch. I hadn't thought about that. I don't believe we had those before on Cherno for the Santa event. But there you go. We'll take some of that. And we'll budget and leg it, huh? Okay, so there you go. That was the Vizhnaya Polyana military base. Once again, didn't really get the stuff that I was really hoping for. We got a slightly better vest. Still haven't got a better pair of pants. To be fair, we stopped off and cooked off our food, which is all good. Let's eat some food now. Let's not leave it for the hunters. So yeah, so we cooked our reindeer, like I said. Sorry, Dasher, and we went out. We managed to make it without too much fuss. It's a bit challenging. There's an awful lot of Zeds up there, and there are an awful lot of Zeds in all the militaries, to be fair. But didn't pick up any 308s, which is, I just want 1 box. 1 box of 308s will do me fine. I probably won't use a lot anyway, so I don't need to carry more than I need. And a box of, I'm still carrying that sharpened stick, which I don't need. A box of shotgun shells would be pretty good. Picked up that. I don't know if anything needs repaired. Could do with a leather repair kit, to be fair. Yeah, and we heard shots somewhere, sound like Nogovo, maybe? Something like that? Not really sure. So the next leg of the journey sees us tackle the geothermal plant again. So I don't know when I'm going to get on to do that. Like I says, it is holiday season, and there is an awful lot going on. If you haven't heard my phone ping-a-ding-ding-dinging around. So yeah, so there you go. Look, we're moving on. We're moving on. And if I ever get a map, I'll explain to you exactly where we're moving on, if you haven't guessed already, and what we're doing. But yeah, for right now, time to take a little break. And when I return, it'll be time to do geothermal. And I'll see you then. Right, well, here we are. Well, that was a bit eventful. There was another player in Geothermal. We took a pot shot at him. Definitely hit him. Didn't kill him or knock him down. Didn't get a headshot, obviously, and didn't get a follow-up shot. And then he obviously legged it, but he seemed to be going the other way. So I just let him go the other way. I knew I was going to need to get out of there before it got too cold. I came up this way, which is a different way to how I usually come, because I was hoping to find water. There is water up here somewhere, but without a map, I'm not very good at finding it. So that puts us in a bit of a bind, because I don't have any chelating pills. I'm fairly certain we'll find some before we run out of water, before we start getting into trouble with water. But yeah, there you go. I did find a hip pack, which is good. Usually they have a map in it, but there was no map in this one. Whether someone took it or not, I don't know. And we didn't find any better pants, but I mean, not a huge surprise given the fact that it was already a player at Geothermal that we didn't find what we were looking for. So we're going to warm up here for a little bit, and then we're going to move on. And we're going to move on. There's a military just up the ways, and that's where we're going to be heading next, on the lookout for all of the other stuff, and if we find some collating pills, that's great. We'll chuck some snow in our canteen and we'll collate it, and we'll grab ourselves some snow, right? So yeah, so there you go, my sterling aim. But never mind, you know, for once we got the jump on someone rather than them getting the jump on us. And again, Zeds. I did say, and I have said before, they set off a Z, and because they set off a Z, I knew where they were there. So that gave me the opportunity to track them down. So when you're snooping about and sneaking around, it's really important that you try and minimize tripping as many Zeds as you can, because it means that other players can hear you and zone in on you. So there you go. We'll get warmed up here, and then we'll head up to the military base, and see what we can find there. Right? Hopefully, we'll find something a little better. I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay, team. Here we are. So, yeah, we didn't really get what I wanted. Story of my life. We got some 919 ammo, which will go with our pistol, um, which is fine. Um, yeah, look, I picked up these BDU pants because I think they're slightly better camouflage than the yellow stripe pants from the firefighter. They're not as good insulation, to be fair, but I think it's something we needed to do. So so there you go. So we're going to wrap it up here because we've got a bit of traversal to go. So where I'm going to go is I'm going to head around the volcano to Military Base Alpha, which is the larger military base with the medical tents and everything else. Some people call it base camp, whatever you want to call it. It's the military base at the foot of the volcano, the big one. Not the little one that's up there. So there's a little bit of running to do and a little bit of things to do to get me to that location. I'm going to think I probably really want to nip outside at some point and make a fire first before I do that, and maybe eat some food, so that I am ready to go, because I don't want to be in a situation where it's going to be a drama from that perspective. So there you go. I still haven't found a map, which, like, because I'd love to tell you. So I'm doing a loop, and it's a kind of a loop that I propose might be a good uh, loot route for kind of, your intermediate stage of the game. So basically, starting off at Nogovo Southwest Airfield, then coming up to the Visnaya Polyana base, then Geothermal. Then you go up the hill from Geothermal, takes you up to the other base. Its name I can't remember right now. And then from that base, you come all the way around the volcano to Military Base Alpha. Then Military Base Alpha takes you down to Lezigorovka, Lezigorovka to Visoko, and Visoko take you back down to Nogovo Southwest Air Base. And it's a bit of a loop to try and keep stocking up with the necessary ammunition and various other bits and pieces that you have, and maybe bump into players and stuff, but staying off the coast where a lot of the freshies are, where a lot of the kind of, crazy action might be, but not a lot of loot. So it's a sort of a loop around the center of the middle of the island, where there's a reasonable amount of loot to gather together. And once you've gathered enough loot together, the possibility of stashing some loot, which maybe at some point get onto if we ever get that way and get ourselves sorted. So that's kind of my plan. So I hope you're going to stay with me, and hopefully we're gonna be able to make this loot loop route work. Um, I mean, I hope that's the case. You know, we took a pot shot at a guy in Geothermal and we didn't kill him. I guess I just don't have the killer instinct. I shot once and then went and hid. I didn't shoot twice. I didn't run around and chase him for fear of Zeds and a whole bunch of other stuff. But maybe that's just me and my need to improve on my PvP game. Which is fine. I've never said I was great at PvP. Quite the opposite. So it's certainly a part of my game that I want to improve on, and I'm trying to do inroads into that with some other things like deathmatch and Vigor and a couple of other bits and pieces. So something I'm working on, because you can't be an expert at everything, even after nearly 1,500 hours worth of gameplay. So I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing. Hopefully you'll stay with me for this journey. And we can have a little bit of fun, a little bit of laugh, not take ourselves too seriously, and just see what's what and where's where and who's who and all that kind of jazz. And we'll just carry on doing that, shall we? So I'll wrap it up for now. Happy holidays to those of you who I have not said happy holidays to. Happy holidays. Um, Probably not be a new one coming out before the new year, but you never know. If there isn't, a happy new year. Best of my wishes to you and yours and all of your friends and family for a lovely and happy and wealthy and healthy and worry-free 2025 would be good. There's a lot of things happening in the world that we need to stay aware of as human beings and try and duck and dive and not get caught up in the nonsense. So, all the best. And I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now. PlayStation